guys, I have been feeling so off today. I woke up late, the sun feels different, I've been trying to film stuff for you guys, and I just feel like I'm playing catch up. Come to find out, it is daylight savings time. Nobody told me! So I lost an hour, and I didn't even realize it. And that makes a lot of sense. I hope you guys are finding the adjustment less jarring than I am. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Kacie. I live in my self-converted camper van full-time on the road with my cat Olive. So in our last video, I mentioned to you guys that I had something special planned for this week's vlog. And I do have something special planned, but I don't know if that special something is going to be able to happen anymore or not, because here's what's happened. The original plan was to bring you guys with me to Mesa Verde National Park. We are currently in Durango, Colorado, so we're only about an hour away from the park. But we are stuck here in town waiting for a couple packages to come in. I was supposed to be able to get them yesterday, and they said they were delivered, and when I went to UPS, they said they didn't have them. So if we can get the packages, we're heading to Mesa Verde. If we have to wait around a little bit longer, then this week is going to be an Explore Durango vlog with me. And I have no idea which one it's going to be. Because our fate lies in the hands of the UPS workers. So what do you say we head over there and figure out which one we're doing? Well, you guys, we're headed to Mesa Verde. They had everything ready for pickup. It was super easy, which means we get to hit the road. So there is a card shop here in Durango that I want to check out before I leave. So I'll bring you guys in there with me for that. But otherwise, tonight we are actually just heading to a Love's truck stop. It's not going to be the most scenic, but it is the closest overnight parking that I could find to the national park entrance. Proximity is priority sometimes, you know? So I will check in with you guys once we're settled there for the night. Well, I'm kind of eating my words right now for saying that this wasn't going to be a scenic stop for the night, because it is actually quite beautiful here. There are mountains off to the side, the sun is setting. It's really pretty, but I am starving. So I'm going to run into Love's and see if there's anything in there that I want to eat for dinner. If not, I'm going to be right back out and cooking my food here in the van. But yeah, we're just gonna settle in for the night. Good morning, you guys. We had a wonderful night's sleep here, and I just picked up one of my favorite things in the world, which is truck stop coffee. And I say that entirely unironically. This is genuinely one of my favorite reasons to stay overnight at any truck stop. It's hot, it tastes good, it's cheap. You can get as much of it as you want. I'm sold. So we are ready to head into Mesa Verde. We're about 10 to 15 miles away. So I'm going to fill up gas here first, and then, yeah, we'll head into the park. already got it. Thank you so much.
Definitely check out the museum if you got some time.
Okay.
It's at 3 o'clock.
Gotcha.
The second largest site that we have in the park is behind the museum.
Sweet. All right. Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
Have a good one.
You're so good.
Well, you guys, we are back in town and settled for the night. Mesa Verde was incredible, but I know I'm gonna get a good laugh going through that footage for you guys because the drive through the park is super scenic. I don't think I got a single good shot of it on camera for you guys because those roads are up on the sides of the canyons, and so a lot of them, when you look off to the side, it is just a steep drop off. And I am not good with heights. So I literally had to keep this towel up here with me and continuously wipe off my hands and my steering wheel because my palms were sweating so profusely. So sorry about that. Thankfully, the drive itself is not the main attraction. I think by far the coolest part of the park are the cliff dwellings. And just in case the perspective does not translate correctly on camera, the canyons that they're built into are massive, and the cliff dwellings themselves are also massive. They are like full-sized living quarters. Super cool to see in person and incredibly well preserved considering how old they are. One thing I did know coming in the wintertime is that a whole section of the park was closed off, and they also don't offer everything they normally would May through September or October, I think, is the main season. But if you were to visit during that time of the year, you could actually do a ranger-led tour of the cliff dwellings and climb down and see them up close and personal, which I think would be the best way to experience them. But even just with what we saw today, I would say the trip was well worth it. But that is all I have for you guys this week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, leave us a like or a comment down below and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed and you would like to keep up with me and Olive and our life on the road. And I did not forget our last order of business. 11 down, 52 more to go. We hope you guys have a great week, and we will see you in the next video.